Today on Tech Dive AV Club, I have a special kind of video. This is a little different than what we normally do, but it's extremely editing related because Steven sent me a rough cut that he wasn't finished with yet. And I kind of graded it and took it and put teacher notes on it and put a little bell wherever there was a mistake or something to kind of communicate with him and you guys what needs to be fixed. Now, in Steven's defense, Steven wasn't done editing it yet. He would have caught all these mistakes himself, and I do the same thing. When I'm editing, when you get to that final shape, when you kind of created a rough cut, there's a point where you take that hard analytical eye and you stop forgiving yourself for all the little mistakes. You know, this piece is a computer review. And as a computer review, it might be super interesting to you, it might not be interesting to you, but we're not looking at content. Whether you're interested in computers or not, this is not about content. This is about the displaying of content. Was that content paced well? Were the cuts tight? Did the transitions work? Was the audio level? All those things. And so what we're going to do is take that critical analytical look at this piece where Steven is letting us see his rough cut. Now for Tech Dive, all of our videos are edited in Vegas Creative software. The cheapest way to get into GPU acceleration is with Movie Studios, which is the cheaper version of Vegas Pro. With Vegas Creative software, anything you buy through our affiliates link helps us out a ton. Without further ado, let's take a look at the rough cut.
A couple weekends ago, I got to borrow a high-end Lenovo Legion T730 gaming computer. Let's see how it runs. This Lenovo Legion T730 features a custom case that you cannot buy in any aftermarket place, not Amazon or anywhere. It is custom made by Lenovo. It features all black matte plastic, and it looks kind of like Lenovo. They're semi-professional, clean looks, while also having some gamerness with the RGB LEDs. So the most prominent feature of this case is the very large carrying handle that you see on top. It's a very interesting decision on Lenovo's part, considering much of the decisions they make later on that are not very gamery, or this kind of gives off the vibe that, hey, we know what we're talking about. This is a LAN party ready case. And it's not. You'll see later on, just keep watching. Other than that large handle, the top features no ventilation, just this interesting circular design, and also the power button, 2 USB 3 ports, and headphone audio jack. The front of the case has a nifty little sliding door for the DVD drive, and it has a cheese grater style mesh, which is somehow familiar.
Is housed in a machined aluminium unibody enclosure.
We're gonna give you the Grady for cheese.
Anyways, this allows plenty of airflow for the single 120mm fan. The main side panel features a large acrylic window with a similar black mesh cheese grater style behind the window. Interestingly enough, you can remove the mesh from behind the window, leaving a perfectly clear acrylic window. I think instead you should just remove the acrylic and leave the mesh, so that way you can have some improved airflow for this very power-dense small case. The back of the case features a 120mm vent for the all-in-one cooler of the CPU, 4 USB 3 jacks, 2 USB 2 jacks, 1 Ethernet port, and 1 headphone ports. Keep in mind, there's just one. There's nothing else. You think there'd be at least a microphone jack. Moving on, the back of the GPU has 3 display ports, 1 HDMI port. The power supply features just a plug, no switch, and a strange rubber strap that is supposed to be used. According to Lenovo's website, for cable management, I couldn't figure it out. Maybe you can. Finally, the back side panel features nothing. So overall, I find the matte plastic is quite utilitarian of this case. It hides fingerprints, it hides dents and scratches and stuff. However, I think a case on a computer of this price should definitely be made of some kind of metal, at least aluminum or steel, and have a tempered glass side panel. Lenovo thought of this as tempered glass can break and metal is heavy, so why not just save their butts on shipping and make it plastic and acrylic. When you open up the case, you will see that this specific model features a 9900K water-cooled along with an RTX 2080, 16 gigs of RAM, a 512 gig NVMe SSD, a 1 terabyte hard drive, and a 500 watt power supply. So this T730 keeps its CPU cool with a 120mm custom all-in-one loop, which does a pretty good job. It keeps the CPU around 4.7 GHz during gaming and about 4.17 GHz during productivity stuff such as video rendering. Now during these workloads, the CPU cooler does get quite loud, and I would like to see Lenovo kind of beef up this cooler so that we can not only just see the 5 GHz advertised boost clock with the 9900K, but also have a little bit lower noise profile during said performance. All that being said, the CPU performed admirably. It played 4K games just fine, VR not a problem. Productivity stuff, it chewed through 4K video renders like a beast, and it ran through Cinebench like a monster. This is quite a heavy hitting CPU. It is still an 8-core 16-thread modern, high-clocking, water-cooled beast. Now, Intel, it would like Intel a little bit because AMD's making some strong strides. However, this is still a very strong CPU. I won't go into too many details about the GPU, as I will have a review on that coming up very soon, but the 2080 in this computer is a full RTX 2080. The main issues I have with it are that it uses a blower-style cooler in order to keep the heat out of the case. That being said, the GPU is still quite a beast. It is perfectly good at playing 4K games, using RTX, and doing VR. Pretty much anything you throw this GPU, it is still a 2080. 2080s are very strong. They're about as strong as a 1080 Ti, so keep in mind just how strong this graphics card is with just a blower style cooler. One thing to note is to remove that plastic backplate. If you do end up with a blower style 2080, take that plastic backplate off immediately. You will see instant benefits for cooling and performance. So storage with this computer is very fast. Thanks to the NVMe SSD, I saw write speeds of 1800 megabytes a second and read speeds of 3.5 gigabytes a second. That is incredibly fast, and it is very noticeable. Boot times were about 25 seconds from the power button, about 15 from post. Insanely fast. It is just so snappy. It kind of blows your mind how fast it is. Expansion on this PC is about what you expect from a modern game laptop. You have one hard drive and 1 GB RAM. So the first price is $83, and Lenovo's more premium brand, so it's premium price for $3, and that price is $2,400. Lenovo is not trying to sell us to the average gamer. They're probably not trying to sell us to you. Lenovo is selling this computer to people who use Lenovo PCs in their daily lives for their business or their jobs. They're using them all the time. They trust them with their livelihood, and so when they want to go out and buy a VR-ready, VR-capable, 4K-capable computer, they're going to go with Lenovo. And it's the convenience, the ease of use, the lack of having to set anything up, do it yourself. Just you put trust in the product and it's going to work, and that's why it costs so much. Now there are the pre-builts around $1,900 to $2,400 with about the same specs. And I brought this whole computer out with equivalent or better specs on Amazon part for part. If you built it yourself, it would be around $1,700. So that is a price premium of $700 for the Lenovo pre-built. Remember, this isn't for you, this is for the people that can afford it. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I will have the T730 link below, I will have the pre-built that is similar spec, a little bit cheaper, also linked below, and I'll have the parts list linked below if you want to check any of those out. Maybe you can build your own or similar kind of price PC. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review. Please stay tuned for the 2080 review. And also go below and buy some Vegas software. Vegas is our main editing software. We edit every video we ever make on it, and it's a wonderful piece of software. And if you buy Vegas through our affiliate link, that helps us out a bunch and will help us keep doing more reviews just like this one. I'm Steven, this is Tech Dive. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.